going on, family? Just a recap of today's trade. Um, so off the open, this is a Tesla trade that I sent through on my end. Off the open, you would think that we passing the 349.10. It's a go, but it's not. We got to stay patient. You know what I'm saying? We would have got caught in a liquidity sweep. It did shoot up, would have been profit, then it went against you. Shot up again. Thinking we hit profit line, would have went against you. Now you could have made money off it for sure. You know what I'm saying? You hit boom from this is the open. This was the open right here. Boom. You would have got in right there. Boom. You would have made some money right there. Boom. Boom. But it just depends on how much you willing to put on the line because it's gonna go. It went against you straight up. So so boom. I had it set up for either or. I didn't feel. I felt like I said. The more I do this, the more patience. You know, I start to have for the market, and you really gotta have for the market, bro. And you really gotta think like the market makers. They be trying to get that money up out of us. You hear me? So boom. I'm either waiting on it to retest and shoot up, for a breakdown, in which it did because when it broke down, it crossed under the VWAP, which is normally what I'm waiting for. Big volume, big volume down here. So open up again and went past it, wick past the VWAP. Tripping on wicks because we need our whole 5 minute counter to close, but we had big volume down here. So boom. Of course, we broke down. Of course, this is our breakdown level. Shot down again, but of course, we gotta stay patient. Gotta stay patient, man. That's one 5 minute counter right there. You gotta wait till that close. You know what I'm saying? So boom, off the open here, it shot back up against us, past the breakdown level. But of course, it didn't go past the VWAP, which is a great sign that we still got selling to do. Right? Open here, shot up a little, shot down. Boom, boom. Open here, shot up a little, came back. Boom. Close here, open here, shot down. Boom. Right? So because we didn't go under VWAP, I seen the breakdown level. I had actually had an alert set here, right at our level. These little white lines right here, boom, boom, boom. That's our levels. All these is levels actually, right? But this is my entry points, my breakdown levels, and that's just levels that I have set already. Boom, boom, hit, hit, right? You know what I'm saying? So I had alert set at this level, so I knew it was coming, right? Big volume now. Instead of me waiting to get in here, I actually got in here, right? So boom, caught that trade down to about the 344.80, which we hit and went past actually. So boom, got in, of course, at the breakdown level. Reached about here. We closed here. We closed here. Open here. Wicked a little bit. We wicked a lot down. But after we got past that level and I seen us going back, I sold here. Take profit line. It's a pretty good trade. 346.40 to 344.80. Especially if you buy enough contracts. Um, you know, the simplest way to go about it, bro. I used to wait to about here and here, but as of lately, I haven't been seeing trades like that. Now every now and then you get them. You get those for sure. You get that boom, take profit here, take profit there, take profit. You be like, Lord, big moves, but it's not a lot of market. Then it's early in the week too. It's still Monday. I'm sorry, it's Tuesday. Still coming off that Monday. It's a lot of it wasn't a lot of volume, and the market is still structuring to see what's going on for Wednesday and Thursday. So boom, got out here. Now let's move to our SPY trade. Pretty much the same thing. Um, Off the open shot pass. Let's not even be concerned with the opening on that because it hit, but we wicked, right? Of course, I set it up for both sides, right? Calls, outputs, which one we doing? So boom, we got down, and then we started hovering around a VWAP. Boom, boom, pushed up again. Okay, pushed up, still being patient. That's when it hit. That's a wick. Never getting in off from the moment it hit our entry line. We're not getting in. We got to stay patient. Like patience is our key. You know what I'm saying? And then we closed, open here, shot down past VWAP. Okay, cool. VWAP, boom, boom. But it's still a battle zone. This whole yellow box is still a battle zone. All this is all this right here is we looking for to get out of this area. Out of this area. Boom. So hit the VWAP, boom, shot down. Boom. Right? Okay. We got big volume coming out of the battle zone. Great news, right? So normally I would have waited, right? But here, which is confirmation, I seen our MACD crossing. Boom. Here, right? See that big volume? That green line, that means big volume coming in. Those red lines, big volume coming in. It could go either out, right? So big volume coming in. MACD crossed over, which led me to believe that hey, we got some selling to do. Boom. Our RSI hitting. Boom. About right here, we started fading now. Boom. Okay. I could get in. So I actually got in. I got in at the about the 647.98 right before I was 647.90 level, our entry level. Caught it here. Boom. It opened. Wicked up. Wicked down. Sold here. Actually sold here. On the next level. Got up out of there. Quick scalp trades. You know what I'm saying? Is all the market giving us for the day and yesterday also. Slow yesterday. But we made some money, and we just gotta pay attention to the levels, bro. And I'm always if I ever send a chart over, it's gonna have levels, your take profit zone, your stop losses. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have that battle area, which is that yellow line. I mean that yellow box. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna have your VWAP. Pay attention to all that and confirmations. What I use for confirmation is a breakdown of key levels. Boom, right? Break down key levels, right? Or break out of key levels, right? Boom. I wait for high volume candles. Boom. High volume candles. Boom on SPY. High volume candles on Tesla. Boom. I wait for RSI confirmation. RSI confirmation. Selling. Boom. Curve. Boom. Pause. Big curve. Super pause though, right? RSI confirmation. I wait for my MACD to cross over. Boom. You heard me? Right here. MACD to cross over. Boom. Right there. And I wait for a structure confirmation. Now, structure is a whole other thing, but basically, what I'm saying? You trade, you know what structure is. That's, a trend. Negative trend, positive trend, so on and so forth, right? But when you scout trading, like basically how the move was today, the structure confirmation can go out the window because it's real short and sweet. Boom, boom, we in, we out. You dig? Holla at your bar, man. Let me know what y'all see. If y'all hear anything else, y'all hear some, hey man, this hood moving or whatever, man, let me know. You know what I'm saying? And shit, we gonna keep it popping. Holla at me.